Welcome to the Serpentine Creative Channel. I'm your host, Stella Williams, and you're watching Author Talk. Hey y'all! Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a while since my last video. Because 2020 has just been a year full of shenanigans all around, and everything I had planned for 2020 did not turn out that way. I'm hoping that 2021 is going to be an entirely different story, hence why this month's video for Author Talk is about planners. So, I still haven't figured out which planners work best for me or anything like that. I have some ideas that I'm playing with, but I just want to give you a little overview of my planning style in the past and how I am looking forward to planning in the future. So let's start right out with some of the planners I have used. Basically 2019, when I first started out, I had just your basic happy planner. I love this planner. It works out great for me. I liked having the days of the week. Obviously this is a new pages. I pulled out my old pages already. But I liked this version. It's nice, a nice handheld size, not too big, not too small. I can throw it in a larger bag if I needed to take it with me. I usually don't. This usually just sits on my desk. And I would use these 3 different sections. I would have my, the top section would be like my daily stuff, like if I had appointments or meetings. And then the middle here I would use to plan my social media posts. And then down in this third block, I had all of my writing goals, like how many words I was writing, what projects I was working on, and that sort of thing. So this was pretty straightforward, good to go, but that was pretty much all I used in the Happy Planner. I didn't really use the month layout too much. I didn't use the note sections, monthly goals. I didn't really use any of that. So while I liked the freedom I had with this planner and the setup, I felt like I needed just a little bit more guidance on things. So this is what I used mostly through 2019 and a little bit into 2020. But like I said, I wanted something a little more guided, so I went looking around, searching for a more for a planner more specific to publishing, and then I came across this publishing planner from authorproductivity.com, and this was what I was looking for in terms of guidance in publishing. It basically gave me everything that I was kind of doing in my happy planner, but more in a more detailed sense. So it had the word count goals, minutes focus, it had blocks for social media, for notes, and one thing I also liked about it was it had the section said this week will be a success if, and I am grateful for. Because I do think that it's good to kind of reflect and have like a mindset and a goal, something easily attainable to help keep you motivated. And another thing I liked about this publishing planner was the check-ins. So you had like monthly and quarterly check-ins for like your newsletter, giveaways, updating your social media. You could do whatever paid advertising. And then I didn't exactly flip through this book too much. Obviously, as you can tell, this is 2021 planner and it's mostly empty because it was just kind of a big book and I would rarely pull it out. But honestly, I just found out like last week that in the back it actually has launch planning. So that would have been nice to use if my 2020 life schedule had worked out the way I'd planned and I had found it earlier. So if you're looking for something that's set up directly for publishing, that's a little more guided, this book was very helpful for me, despite the fact that I didn't do any of the things that I had intended to do in 2020. And the next book I use, because I am self-published, Serpentine Creative is my publishing company, is a business planner. So this one is not for publishing. This is just overall a business planner. I forgot exactly where I got it, but I think it was like an influencer thing I was reached out to test this out and share it. And I had done that earlier in the year. But it came in PDF format and I had to go get it printed out myself. Hence the binding isn't as nice as other planners. But what I liked about this one was also in its weekly reviews section, it having spaces for if you achieved your goals and like a small gratitude journal type thing, as well as lots of space for doodles because I am a bit of a doodler. And as far as weekly layouts, I think this weekly layout worked the best for me in terms of blocking out my time and make sure I had enough time to get everything done. As much as I loved having the freeform pages, having the time blocks really helped me kind of make sure that I wasn't over planning for myself. So I like this one for time management. I liked this one to make sure that I was getting everything accomplished social media writing wise. And this one I liked more for its free form ease of customization. So that being said, obviously having 3 different planners is not conducive to getting anything done. So for 2021, I needed to come up with a solution for myself. Hence, I did a deep dive on all things planning and planners on the internet, and my brain exploded with washi tape and stickers and stencils and markers and pens and all the things that, as a mother of 2 small children, were going to be just straight shenanigans for me and not entirely work out because it would just be everywhere and used in little kid projects and destroyed, chewed on by dogs, etc. So basically, I took what I liked best about the 3 planners I was using, and I used Adobe InDesign to kind of come up with my own, and then I used some stickers and things that I had laying around to kind of customize it. And then I had also had it printed at like the UPS store, like I had with the business planner. The difference is I split it, instead of having one huge planner, I split it into these little bite-sized 6-month chunks so that I'm not like doing too much. I'm really, really focused on streamlining things this year, making sure that everything functions smoothly and with the least amount of hassle. So on the front, I have my little mantra goal of the year, mostly about being a best-selling author, which I did hit the USA Today bestseller list. Thank you so much, everyone who supported the Eternal Bite anthology. It allowed me to have that lovely distinction. I kept, so for my planner, I kept the monthly layout because sometimes it's always good to just kind of see just a basic monthly grid. And like I said, I have random stickers from like subscription boxes and all kinds of stuff. So I just use that to zhuzh it up a little bit, make it a little fancier. I did get some colored markers that hopefully last and don't get destroyed by my children. But yeah, so I have the monthly first look. Then I have social media planning. Like, it's a mashup between the business planner and the publishing planner set up for that. Because I want to have all of my social media planned out in advance if possible. It's an easy way to keep track of newsletters, swaps, and all of that. And then I have my weekly pages, which this, as you can see, some of it is already filled out. So I have the times so I can block out my times so I'm not over planning myself. I have my word count so I can keep track of that. And then also for my own personal health and well-being, I have meditation, exercise, and how much water I drink. Just a little reminder. And the gratification journal space here. And on the side, I have weekly goals. So I can just have right here a list of weekly goals and things that I want to get done, that I can just easily check off. And I do that all the way until the end of the month. And then I have my reflection space, if you guys can see that. So like achievements on this side, and then my social media and writing check-in, like how many words did I write this month, pages did I edit, how are my newsletters, social media, and all of that looking. And very important for self-publishing is your sales. So how many sales I got this month, that month, and how versus how many I thought I was going to get that month. And like I said, so I split this up into 6 months so that at the end of the year, I can just, or the middle of the year, end of the year, I can just come to the back and I have a complete mid-year or end of the year review where I can take a look over everything, see what goals I accomplished, what I want to keep moving forward with. And I split it into 2 books. So once I'm done with this one can get moved to the side, and my daughter helped me decorate this one. And then I can start out fresh, the whole new idea for the second half of the year. So just in case things change, it's easier for me to switch to something else. So those are my planners, and hopefully that helps me out. And if you're a fellow author, writer, I am hosting a virtual planning event where just a bunch of a small group of authors, we're just going to get together and do some yearly planning in the company of each other, because COVID sucks and we're all stuck at home, and sometimes you just need somebody, there to be like, hey, what are you over there planning? What do you got going on? And it also helps with collaboration. So if you would like to join the planning group and be a part of the virtual planning event on the 29th of December, I will drop the link to the Facebook group below. And I also wanted to give a special shout out to this planner here, the book launch planner. You can get this at booklaunchplanner.com. This is a really, really great planner if you are unfamiliar with the book launch process. If you need a refresher, it comes with its own stickers. My only drawback is that it's only for one book. So once the launch of one book, or one series, if you're launching an entire series at once. So once you use this, it's done. You need to get another one. So I mostly just use this for reference. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and happy planning, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.